Episode 67 of the Planet Nintendo podcast. Let's see what's on the menu for tonight. PM picks, what games we picked up, what games we are playing. SNES games coming to the Switch. That's some big news. Smash Ultimate 1 month later. Is it still the game that we were hyped up about? And when will the next Direct be? So let's get it started. What's up, guys? PNP is back, and like always, we are joined by the best co-hosts on the planet, Bob Areno, the Nintendo Guru. What's up, man?
What is up? You doing, Pat? You right?
What's up, Toad? And
Oh my
Joe,
god! Wow.
Joe after work. What's up, man?
Oh my goodness, yo.
Joe's actually getting flustered, man. He's like a little schoolgirl, getting all
like
nervous and stuff.
It was getting hot in here. Y'all missed it.
So, guys, it's been a week, and I want to know what you guys are playing. Joe, we'll start with you, man.
Yeah, dude, I still been playing Metroid Prime 3. I told you guys last week I was on a kick. I finally caved in. I'm glad Nintendo didn't announce a trilogy in the middle of me playing this game. Not yet. That's true. That's true. Hey, yo, you know what? If it happens at this point. What else? Oh, I picked up Tales of Vesperia and Mario Super U. Both fun games.
Yes.
Tales of Vesperia I can't recommend right now. Because not because of the story, it's the combat and the way it works. I feel like if there's like a certain jank to the timing, for lack of better phrasing there, it really should be fixed if you're going to remaster a game from 10 years ago. The timing is so strange, and I wasn't the only one. When I was streaming that game for Nintendo Spotlight, there were certain people in there that were like, yeah, I couldn't get into the series because of the combat. The gameplay was just like really off for me. I was like, huh. And this was like right when we were getting started. So I was I was like, I don't know what you mean, but we're gonna find out. And then it's just like, it's very weird because you go in and attack, and then you have to press Y to guard, and X is your menu, which that's fine even in mid battle, that's okay. But just like B and A are your attack buttons, and that's still throwing me off. So I got to see if I can change controls, and maybe that'll help a little bit. But like the timing between when you actually go in to land a hit, best way to describe the way the battle system works is, you remember Quest 64 where it had the circular ring and it had that particular area where you can run all around in the battle? That's how that works there. But you go in and you're running around attacking the person, but very quickly, but also making sure you're hitting it at the right frame, I guess. You have to guard so that way you don't get hurt as much. And that guard is what I am having the hardest time trying to nail down, because it's just like, there's not enough time between the animation of the character attacking back at you and you pressing Y to guard, and it's just like you get decimated so easy.
Yeah, it's real time too. It's not. Yeah.
Real time. I mean, if it's real time, I press Y, I should guard. Just saying.
Like, it's not turn based, so you need that. Like
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You may have just saved me some money, Joe.
Yeah, I would hold off. Wait for a sale.
Okay. Bobby? What have you been playing, man?
So I'm playing Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. I streamed that on Friday night. Also played a little bit yesterday. I'm enjoying that game. The thing is like, I didn't realize how much I enjoy that game until I actually started playing it again.
So fun.
Man, it's so good, dude. It's really, really good. And then I bought this little indie title yesterday, and I've been playing the hell out of it today. Celeste. Never.
Yes.
Finally.
He did it.
Finally.
He did it.
It's man, so effing good.
You could talk
the
loud,
number
Bobby.
one NintenTalk pick of 2018.
It was, man. I just, because listen, I'm dying a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
But like, because I think the problem is not even the problem. The fact of like, you're right there, you never really leave. Like, you're right in the mix all the time. I think that makes it better. where it's like I die, but I don't like. So when I die in Mario, it pulls me out. Then I have to pick my level again, and then I got to go back in. So it's a little bit more like time to rest and sit and think of like what you screwed up on. But like with this, it's like there's not a lot of time to think. But it's also where it's like you're because the repetition, you're learning. I did the oh my god, just before right now I'm in the hotel. But it was just before the hotel when you're going through the building and your inner self starts chasing you. Dude,
Yeah.
oh my god, I was ready to kill somebody. Like and sometimes it's like you know what you have to do. It's just a matter of your timing's just off by a split second. And it's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. But dude, it is like because then when you actually get it, you get like all amped up because it's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I finally got it. Like this is
Those
awesome.
chase sequences, they last a long time too. You're like, when is this gonna end? Like, I
Yeah,
need a
man.
break. It's like a minute
Yeah.
and a half straight of just
Yeah, just
platforming.
like flying through stuff and like you're dashing and diving and jumping and it's like and they're right on you, man. And the
Mhm.
worst is like when you have to like cross them and it's
Yep.
like you're trying to wait, but you got them coming up behind you and they're like in front of you and it's like, oh, but it's so good, dude. I love that game. I'm
It's so
loving
good.
it. I'm loving it.
Are you guys into limited run at all? Because I ordered the physical for it.
F limited run.
For Celeste?
Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped out. I'm trying to be better about that this year.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, man. My thing is like, dude, they were bad originally, right? Then they finally get a system that works, and then they put these limited editions where they're charging all this money, and like you can't even get it. It's like,
No.
dude, just put the stuff out. Like, put it out. Let
The-
people order them and be done with it, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I
get
guess
the-
I can't really complain because it's a limited edition. But I would
Yeah.
rather they just called it like collector's edition and let people
Yeah.
get them. But I mean, what are they? They charge like $100 for a strawberry plushie. Like, get out of here.
I don't know what the deal is, but like, I think the biggest thing I really wish is lowering the time down on the manufacturing for all these things.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they
Because
take forever.
they pre-order everything before they even have everything finalized in terms of like the things going inside the packaging. And so
Yep.
they give you the updates that way, which is nice, but at the same time, that's the rough part. So it's like there was I still haven't played ukulele because I'm waiting for my physical edition to
Holy
come
crap.
in because it's just not here yet. I was just like,
Wow.
and
Well, and they're doing something with Best Buy too, right? That hasn't gone on sale at Best Buy, right?
I
Yeah.
don't
Yep. It's
think
there.
so. Is it there? So yeah, like
Golf Story's there. Ukulele's there. Like in
Yeah.
stores.
so like
It's literally in
sometimes
stores. So how
It's
the
in
hell
stores.
doesn't he have his copy?
because it's the collector's edition, so the things in the collector's edition are usually delayed a couple months before after.
Oh, that's
the-
bull, man.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I
Did you?
only
did you
learned
get
that
the-
recently.
Did you get the full thing, like N64 cart and everything?
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god.
I was like, you know what? That does seem pretty cool, and I was slightly interested in the game. Well, I was
Yeah.
more than slightly interested in the game to get the collector's edition. So I just waited for that because I'm not gonna go and buy the digital or that other physical when I
Yeah.
have it coming in.
You shouldn't play that game at all anyway.
They actually just announced the Iconoclast, which I haven't picked up yet, so I'm kind of interested.
It's a
But
good game.
this the collector's edition comes with a Super Nintendo box.
The
Like it
big
looks
game.
exactly like
That's a what
Iconoclast?
Iconoclast?
Yeah, that's not that good.
It's a good game,
It's
dude. You were just praising it like a few episodes ago.
Iconoclast?
Yeah, homegirl with the
It's-
wrench.
the platformer with the your fixed thing wrench.
Man, it's not that good.
Semi-exploratory.
It's not that good.
It's a good game. I don't know if it's
Honestly-
I don't know if I would buy a limited run over it,
I
but
wouldn't
it's
buy
a
a
good game.
physical copy
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't be going
Yeah.
jumping through hoops to get a physical.
I it's a neat game.
Honestly,
okay.
though, my favorite.
It's all right at best.
Oh my gosh.
I had a really good experience with Super Rare games. They were
Dude, they're
phenomenal.
super fast.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I ordered it and I got it a couple weeks later and it was dope. I mean, they're
But
all
I think
selling
the
out
difference
too.
is let's be fair. The difference is with Super Rare, they know they're doing 4,000 copies.
Yeah.
So they're basically getting that being made. The problem is with limited run, they don't know how many copies because
Yeah.
they changed the way their pre-order system is, where it's like they take the pre-orders for like 10 days and then cut it off, and then they go, okay, we need to make 6,000 copies, and they make
Yeah.
them. So it's a little bit different animal, but yeah, but Super Rare is just really on top of things.
It's
Yeah, they're really good.
interesting. I got to talk to L1 because I know he knows limited run like crazy, but I know most times for like the more popular titles, they'll do like a set 3,000, I think, or something like that.
They don't do that no more.
And then so they've like fully eliminated that.
They fully eliminated that. What they do now is they do a pre-order window of
Yep.
like.
Well,
10
they've always
days.
done the pre-order window. That's nothing new.
The pre-order window was a set amount in the past, but they were selling out like that. Like it was like they would
Yeah.
go up on pre-order and gone
Yeah.
like in 10 minutes. So people were raging against them. So they basically changed up their pre-order system. Now what they do is the pre-order system is locked to a 10-day, like I don't know if I'm just saying 10 days, but I don't know what the window actually is. But they do like a 7-10 day window. That's your regular editions. Then they have like a set amount of special editions now that these limited editions are doing.
Yeah.
That when they're gone, and those are ones that are blowing out the doors like in seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're doing the 10 days until the games sell out, though, no? Because I think that's still limited numbers.
Mm-mm.
If I remember correctly.
I mean, they might say like you can max out at 5,000 copies, something like that, but I don't think that's the case at all. I mean, I was gonna do is just look it up.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's my understanding was that's the way they used to do it, and they caught so much flack for it that they stopped doing it that way.
Yeah. And then
okay.
I ordered something from, what is it, Strictly Limited or something like that. It's like another one, and they put out the first Switch game, which was Fox and Forest. But I ordered that a couple months ago, but I haven't got it yet, so I don't know when that's coming.
Oof.
Yeah. So these are, I mean, they're cool. They're honestly cool, but like you never know when you're gonna get them. So, and then Super Meat Boy is the next Best Buy one to come out after Yooka-Laylee. So
I forgot that game was even supposed to drop.
Yep.
Wait, is
so
it?
That's the first one, right?
Yeah.
Is that out?
Is that out on Switch?
The Super Meat Boy Forever, isn't that one out?
No.
No, that's the new one
okay.
that's supposed to drop. That was supposed to come out last year, no? Now that I'm thinking about it.
So this is what real quick, this is what it's saying on the website, because Celeste is up right now for $34.99.
Yep.
So its pre-orders close on Friday, February 1st.
Yeah, it was a 1 month pre-order.
Yeah, so between 6 p.m. and 12 p.m. midnight, or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nintendo requires orders to be placed to the nearest 1,000 units. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we will switch stock over to whatever quantity gets to the nearest 1,000. Please plan your purchase accordingly. So they're basically, it's opened up, it's wide open. You just go full throttle. And then whatever it sells, it sells.
Yeah.
Now the special editions, right? Because Iconoclast is coming up next. So the way this works is Iconoclast on physical cartridge for the Nintendo Switch region free, the classic edition is limited to just 1,200 units worldwide, or 2,500 units worldwide. So those are the ones that they kind of went back to the way they used to do games. The regular games are wide open. You could just hammer down whatever you get. You could buy 10 copies. They don't care. The limited edition games are the ones that are now numbered and very rare.
Yeah. So you never really know how rare limited run games are anymore, unless you get the special editions. So I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a crap ton of Celestes out there. So if you see it, it might not be as rare as you think it is. But...
Well, that's why you want the special editions. But even so, okay, but let's be fair. Even if, right, let's just say that they did 10,000, right? That's still peanuts compared to what, like, Mario sells like 1 million copies.
That's true.
I mean, and it's like, well, millions of copies. So it's a drastic number. Like 10,000 is still a super rare amount of, games.
Yeah. I've been playing Super Mario Bros. U, Really great game. That was one of the games that I missed when I sold my console. And I did a review for Snowboarding the Next Phase. Complete garbage. I mean, no, you know what? It's good. If you like the old SSX games, the physics on them are pretty good.
You've been hanging around me way too long, man.
Sex games, no, the physics are pretty good, but like it's just too short. The stages are like 30 seconds, so I don't know. I'm just like hungry for more. And then Revenge of the Bird King is a like NES, really NES inspired. Honestly, it has like Zelda 2 vibes, like the overworld map, and then you can go anywhere you want, and then it goes to side scrolling.
Oh, so it's like amazingness, right?
Yeah, but not that. And then there's like Mega Man parts where you can like that you have 5 bosses to choose from, and you can do them in any order. But it plays like a Blaster Master type thing because you have a gun, so it's really cool. It's $5, and I think I got it on sale when it first came out, like $3. Like I'm doing a review, but I think it's definitely worth it. The only thing is you can't use your NES controller because you do use the X button. So I don't know what that was. But yeah, that's what I'm playing. I don't know. I kind of want to talk about Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for a little bit because like I think this is the game that has got the most flack for getting a $60 port essentially. I think honestly the 1080 like is a big difference. I notice a big difference with the visuals.
Yeah,
Like
visually it looks a lot better.
yeah. And
Really?
I kind of want to pick up Donkey Kong. Like this has got kind of sold me on like getting Donkey Kong.
So
'Cause
Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, Tropical Freeze.
See, here's my thing. Okay, so I look at it like this: on the Wii U, that was an $80 game. So now I'm paying $60. So there is a discounted price, but I guess people want to even further discount it. I don't know. I think the way that Nintendo's looking at it, there's a lot of people that didn't play this game.
Wait, what
So
was an
why?
$80 game?
Well,
because
because you
the
had because Super Luigi U, that was a $20 DLC pack.
They released a full like combo pack though for 60.
Yeah, later
Yeah.
on, but I mean, but
Later
originally
on.
it was.
But
Yeah.
originally it was 60 for the game, and then you had to pay 20 for the DLC. So my
Yeah.
feeling is like when you look at it, hey man, they did upgrade some stuff. You know, what I mean, like it may not be the greatest of upgrades. Like they put Nabbit in there, and they put Toadette with Peachette or whatever the hell her name is.
Nabbit was
And then-
in the Wii U version already, right? Or am I wrong?
You couldn't use them in certain modes. Like you can use
Okay.
them in Super Luigi U now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I when I look at that stuff, you know, there was a little bit of work because they also had to pull the Miiverse stuff out of it.
Yeah.
So I just look at it and go like, man, either play the game or don't. Like I don't understand why people just rage against this stuff. And it's like most of the people that are upset are people that already owned it.
Yeah.
At that point, it's totally up to you. But I guarantee you the thing's going to do over 1 million units. It's
Yep.
probably in 2 weeks it'll have like 1 million units sold because there's a lot of people that didn't have it. And
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like that's the thing that people keep complaining about these ports coming over and they're not worth it and all that. But man, tell you what, at the end of the day, they continue to sell like gangbusters. And it doesn't, to me, age doesn't matter.
No.
Is the game good or bad? I don't want to hear this nonsense. Oh, it's a 5-year-old game, it's a 6-year-old game, whatever. It shouldn't be that price. No. If it's the first time you're playing the game, is the value there for you? And this game is, there's a lot of challenge to it. There's a lot of fun to it. It's a tough game. You're gonna get your time out of this thing
Yeah.
if you push through. Like this is probably the hardest 2D Mario game I've ever played. Like I struggled with this one.
Yeah.
So
I really wish that they could lock down that Captain Toad price. What was it, 40?
mhm.
If they could do that, man.
Yeah, but Captain
think-
Toad was 40 on the Wii U.
Yeah.
It wasn't
don't
like
know,
it wasn't like they cut a break on that game. That's what the game cost on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Jeez.
I don't know.
But the thing.
Look stoned for a minute there. Camera was stuck. His eyes were like kind of shut. And
Oh my goodness. But what you would call it? Yeah, no, and just to kind of clarify, it's still $60 on the Wii U. They did not price cut that game. It was funny because I was organizing my library on my Wii U, and I noticed I had that game. Didn't realize I ever bought that game. I honestly don't know how I have that. Like, I was just like, when did I pick this up? So I
Yeah.
started messing around a little bit before the game dropped. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait until it's on the Switch. I don't want to spoil it for myself at this point. And I was looking at prices, and I was like, oh crap, this is still $59.99 for the same
Yeah.
price as the stuff you're getting on the Switch minus Toadette. So I mean, again, like Bobby was saying, if you don't own a Wii U, don't own this game at all, and are curious about it enough that you want to pick it up. Like, it's
Yeah.
worth its value in this game,
Yeah.
on this game.
The
Yeah.
value's there. I mean, it's a Nintendo quality game. Like, it's a Nintendo game. The quality is there. The polish is there. This is probably the best of the new Mario games. Like when they use that moniker "new," it's that new style. It's probably the best of it. It's the most challenging one for sure. Like as you
Mhm.
start getting towards the end, it starts ramping up, man, big time. So you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna die a lot, but man, it's so good,
Yeah.
so good.
Even used, I'm pretty sure it's like $35, like at GameStop.
Yeah.
So I mean, um, so yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because I've been having a lot of fun with that. And let's get into some news a little bit. So Super Nintendo, Super Nintendo games were just data mined um, to be in the code of the like classic like games and stuff like that. So they uncovered an NES emulator, which we already know there's NES games, a Super Nintendo emulator, and two other emulators which they don't know of yet. I can only assume it's probably like Game Boy or N64 or something like that. Um, but I wanted to throw it to you guys. I don't think we're surprised by this news, but what do you think about Super Nintendo games coming over?
So wait a minute. So hold on. Was it guaranteed? Like, is it? We're getting it right. It's guaranteed. The usual suspects all
Well,
said like
well,
it's
no,
a
it's
game
not
that we're
confirmed
good.
or anything, but a
No,
data
no, no, no.
miner.
Did the YouTubers confirm it? Did the YouTubers confirm that it's coming
We
and like
can
it's going to be
watch
here?
a certain group of 6 guys, and yes, they're talking all about it.
Okay. So it's coming then. Yes.
Yep.
Sign me up. Day one. Gonna buy it all. Now, look it. I don't understand where. I understand where the excitement's coming from. I don't know where the shock is coming from, but I'll be honest with you. I think it's BS because of the one game that's popping up that makes me think that it's just a lie, and that's Star Fox 2.
Yeah.
Why would they? I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, like that was kind of the selling point of the SNES Classic. I don't know that they would pull that out. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me because it's not really. It was a throwaway game for the SNES Classic. I don't know. I really don't think we see these games though until September. I
Yeah.
don't think they're gonna. I don't think we get anywhere near. Like this is gonna be the thing, the gimmick that they do to make you re up your subscription to Nintendo Online in a year.
Yeah. So 22 games were found in this data mine or whatever,
Mhm.
which is kind of cool. I mean, if you think about it, you're essentially getting a Switch and an NES Classic and an
Mhm.
SNES Classic all portably. Like, I feel like this is a big selling point. I don't think all 22 are going to come out at once, but
No,
it's like,
no, no, no. It's gonna be. They're gonna trickle them out like they've been doing. You'll get
yeah,
a couple here, a couple there, all that stuff. But it's there's some great games on that list. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And the thing of it is if we get if we get the Nintendo Online treatment, like which I assume we're gonna get, where like you can pass a controller or play online, like dude, that just sign me up, man.
yeah.
Like I'm amped for that. Like playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, like with pass the controller functionality,
Oh
like
my God.
dude.
And the list didn't seem crazy at all. There wasn't any licensed stuff in it. I don't think Earthbound was in it though, which
No, not at all.
so that kind of makes me believe it because I don't think they would give out Earthbound. But Joe, what do you think about Super Nintendo?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm actually more curious about who's actually still playing those NES games. There's got to be some kind of data for that to have shown up in an update in a data
Yeah.
mine. I could see it coming out sooner than September, to be honest. Like I could see that like them trickling it in like a mix of NES games and SNES games, where it's like maybe this month we get 2 NES games and 1 SNES game or something to that effect.
Yeah.
To kind of entertain the people that prefer the SNES games over.
I don't know that they're going to do that because I think they're going to want to sell SNES controllers, and I don't think they're ready to do that yet. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, and
I don't know. I think September makes more. I just think that it's not gonna
yeah,
because this is data mined. This isn't something that Nintendo talked about. So it's well, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying it happens next week or anything like that. I can see it,
No.
and maybe that's something that they start off the spring with, maybe or something. You know, I can. I mean, things sit there sometimes in code and just never come to the light of day. Also, so this could just all be all for naught. But to not think that the SNES would not drop on the online shop, then I mean, it's bound to happen.
Oh, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
I mean, I
just a
think it
matter of
makes
when.
absolute sense that it should come.
And that,
I was talking. I was when I did NintenTalk live last night with Tawan X, formerly Crazy Dope-tastic on YouTube. We were having a discussion and we were talking about the Nintendo Online, and he was saying like he doesn't really like the way they do the way it is. That he was hoping more for a rental service, and I had said to him like what I felt would have been awesome is, or would still be awesome, is they do like a Netflix or something where we can rent games, like you pay a monthly fee or a yearly fee or whatever it is, and you can, and Nintendo says like we're going to load this up with like 500 games and that's it. Like you'll get we're going to stay at 500 and each month we'll move some in, each month we'll move some out. Then you have the regular virtual console where I can buy games. If I just want to buy and own the games, I can buy and own the games. And then every month Nintendo also drops 2 games on us that are free that have like the online functionality to them. To me, that's the ultimate thing that Nintendo could do. Like, it blows me away that the Wii has the greatest virtual console library ever, and we can't get that on the Switch or even on the Wii U. Wii U is not even close to what the Wii had. Don't understand what the hell's going on over there.
shutting down.
It's high time we get this going.
One of the things I'm just scared about is I don't know if they would do it just because there's a lot of like talk already on how it's a waste of money and stuff like that. But if they announce this for year 2, like you can get the Switch Pro online, like that would, I don't think that's a good move. Like an extra charge for Super Nintendo or something like that.
No, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they'll do that because the main thing is like the main reason people the free Nintendo games are a plus. You know what I mean, to this whole package.
Yeah.
The whole reason why I don't have a problem doing this is so that way they can fix their servers and get their servers up to snuff. If by year 2 we're still struggling and then you want more money out of me, you're going to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah.
Like and like it's not going to be one of those things where like I would actually say like, okay, now you're warranted in being pissed because now we're still struggling with Smash. We're still like, how the hell can matches not function? I've seen a lot of people doing 1v1s and then turning like basically, because here's the thing, stock battles, apparently there's not much lag in those matches. Like they're not running into the issues that like, but like for me and people that I play with, like that's the fun. The items is fun. Like I'm not a competition player. So it's like, this is kind of stupid what you're doing. And so fix your online. Like it doesn't make sense. Now, I will say I played during Splatfest, not a whole lot of time, but I played during Splatfest this last time and I didn't have any issues at all. I was in and out the whole time and no problems at all. So that makes me a little happy that seems to be getting good. Now the NES online, or the NES games online, I've had lag with some of those things from time to time, and that's a struggle too. Yeah, oh yeah, dude, I was playing Tecmo Bowl, unplayable.
Wow.
Yeah, we were playing and it was lagging.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's hard because like you'll catch the ball and you're running to avoid, and then it stutters and stammers. Next thing you know, you're out of bounds. And it's like, what just happened? Like, how did I get out of bounds?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a mess.
For something that was working fine. just a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the whole thing is like hit or miss, really.
Hit or miss. Sometimes it's like dead on. Sometimes it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
But overall, I still don't know why people are complaining about the price of this. Like this is bargain basement prices for an online service that, yeah, it's gonna stutter. Like even the best online services stutter. PS4, I have some lag in there, so
Would
I
you
don't
say
know.
it's
I
a
think
bargain bro price?
it is a bargain bro price. But I mean, you're getting some great games, like especially Super Nintendo games. They're not cheap. They're like with GameCube on expensive. So I think it's good. If these come over, that's just gonna make it more enticing. But Bobby was talking about Smash, and I wanted to get your opinions because it's a little over a month for Smash, and I just wanted to ask you guys 1 month later, how you guys feeling about Smash? Is it still that little cutie you saw across the room, or what? Joe, how you liking Smash?
For me, I really still need to jump back into World of Light. That's like the one thing that I've wanted to do. Like day one, I got my characters already. I was just like, all right, great, perfect. I don't have to worry about the stress of that. But World of Light, man, I really want to jump back in. It's just been like, okay, this is gonna be my train ride game, but I haven't been taking the train. I've been taking like lifts to work on the job because I've been having to get there at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Do you know
So
how many hours you have in it?
I'm not enough, not enough. I'll
Yeah,
just put it that way.
yeah.
And I mean, stream wise, I not a lot of people like to play items. I've come to find out. So I was like, I don't want to
That's
play
like playing
no
Mario
items.
Kart without items.
Like, what's
I
the
know.
what's the point? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I get it,
Bobby, what
competition.
about
So.
you, man?
I haven't touched it in weeks, man. I just, man, like I knew that the one thing that roped me into Smash games was missing. And without it, I don't have that drive to go back. And that's trophy collecting. Like that was my thing. I mean, like when I played Smash 4, like I just went after all the trophies and I just enjoyed it. And it's not like I play it and it's like, all right, this is okay. Because I'm not really into the fighting aspect of it. So
Yeah.
like the trophies, because here's the thing, the trophies for me, because I was collecting them, I would literally push through and play as every single character so I could unlock their trophy. Then I would go through a second time to get their like final Smash trophy. And it was like I was doing all that stuff because I loved it. You know what I mean? And they just took away. They killed the game for me. For me, I know that's a fantastic game. I'm not saying it's a bad game by any stretch of imagination. I'm just saying for me, I'm not enjoying it. I stopped. I might jump back into World of Light because I've heard some really good things about it.
Yep.
But there's so many good games I'm playing right now that I'm just focusing on the other stuff, and I'll probably get back to Smash at some point.
Yeah. I just looked. I have 10 hours in Smash Ultimate, which is nothing. I mean, there's people that have like hundreds of hours
Yeah.
already. I don't know. I think it might be the same thing. Like Bobby was saying, trophies were a huge part of it. And just like, the drive to collect them. I will say though that the what is it? Spirit board is pretty addictive. It has
Mhm.
some of that, like, you go back and it's different spirits, but like, I don't know. It seems a little too complicated, the spirits
Yeah.
and continuously changing them out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I just haven't played it enough. But then again, and I've said this with Super Mario Party, this is a game that, I'm not always going to be playing. Like if I have friends over, yeah, I'll put it in and stuff like that. But it's just like, I knew I wasn't going to be playing it a lot, but I thought I'd be playing it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So,
Like I'm just checking now because I kind of want to see. Now that you said that, I want to see
Yeah.
where I'm at. 15 hours.
yeah,
That's all I got is 15 hours in.
I'm
And
probably teetering on like 15 hours, but
yeah,
I'd say you
and
guys probably
like,
have more than me. Oh, 15 hours. Huh.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm not really. I'm just not.
It's crazy though, because when Arms came out, and yes, I will bring up Arms anytime I can. I feel like the community, maybe it was because of lack of games, which probably makes sense, but I feel like that had a much better. Maybe it's just because I'm not in the Smash community,
Yeah.
but ARMS was giant when it came out. Like everyone was playing that. And I remember, racking up at least like 30 hours the first couple weeks. But I don't know.
I played
So-
ARMS a little bit. I played one day with Jason Lacey and
It turned
the next day. I turned. I legit. That's the truth, man. When I
Yeah.
got beat, I was like, I got no business playing this game.
Yeah.
There's no excitement for me with this game. I just got stomped beyond belief. So
Yeah.
know.
I'm not hardcore at all, but I will say that the characters seem pretty balanced, though. I will say that. There's none that like I don't see a bunch of people like before everyone was using Diddy Kong. I don't see a lot of that anymore.
Oh, I see some memes every now and again, like King K. Rool and Solid Snake with his up B, and how like you could be just all the way at the bottom of the stage.
Has that game got a big update yet?
There was an
Balancing
update on. I don't know if it was Friday, but like I popped it in Friday and I was gonna play it, but then it called for an update. So I don't know if that's just a recent one or it's been that long since I played the game.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I was never big into like training amiibo either. So I'm just trying to find something that's gonna bring me in, but I don't know. And then the final topic, Bobby, why don't you talk about this?
Oh boy, here we go.
He's like, I don't remember.
Nah, so listen,
The
we got
Bobby
promised.
blood pressure topic of the week.
We got promised that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct this week. Never happened. I mean, I saw a bunch of Twitter handles, a bunch of YouTubers telling me that they were guaranteeing we were going to have an announcement on Wednesday and a Direct on Thursday. And now they're telling me it's this week.
Oh, okay.
And to tell me that that it's guaranteed. Here we go again. It's going to be this week, and I'm just shut the f up. I'm just curious about you guys. Like, when do you think it's going to happen? What do you like? I feel like there's definitely going to be a Direct January, February, because it just makes sense that it's setting up what you're going to do. It sets up the swing from now till June for E3, and I'm just curious, like, what do you guys foresee in your guesstimation? What do you think is going to happen?
For me personally, God, the Sans thing needs to stop. I just look at my recommended feed keeps having nothing but Sans because I keep looking up Undertale stuff. Whatchamacallit? I mean, so that tweet went out from Nintendo saying that there's a press second floor closed off due to an event or whatever. And usually that could be anything for there. Like there's usually media events. Usually it's like something for press every now and again as well. So it could be, hey, they announced that Yoshi release day, maybe they're gonna be able to play Yoshi up there or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? But I can kind of see. I'm gonna place bets on the 15th and say, you know what? This could fall in line.
You're listening to these jack-offs. What's wrong?
I'm not listening to anyone. I'm just going based off the
yes,
tweet
you
and my
are.
own thing.
Yes, you are. You're letting them lead you, Joe.
Nah.
Stop it.
No, if I had let them lead me, I would have believed last week if that were the case.
Yeah.
This one I can kind of see like, okay, this seems more reasonable if that is the case. Maybe there's something that they're going to announce that would call for a press event up there. But then
you know what the best. Oh, sorry, go.
I don't know. I was gonna say, but then again, like those events, they usually kind of open up and let people come in if it's going to be an actual Direct too. So take that with a grain of salt.
People go in, so that's not like if they shut down the second floor. It's not like not get excited time. Like it's just it's whatever. You know what I mean? Like it could just be too that they're just changing out the games that are upstairs.
That or a meeting as well. They like to have their meetings with like the teams upstairs in the store. So
so there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, there could be a lot of stuff. So it's not that. Let's like calm down, people. Like let's not act like. Oh God, don't get me started. Go ahead, Pat. What do you got?
I was gonna say, I think the best part of all this is that the word leak. As soon as you say leak, I think 2019 that's gonna die. Anytime you say leak, it discredits the entire thing because like Nintendo, especially Directs. they're not, only the higher ups know when it's going to be. And
Yeah.
like, why would they leak something like that? I mean,
Mm,
I think the only thing that you're going to find out is if a third party like
yeah.
says something, or like a retailer posts something or something like that, then I could see. But I think it's really, you can't really predict it. I would say anytime from now until, I'd say the first week of March is probably the latest that they would do the direct, just because they want screen time for Yoshi. It's
Yeah.
a way to advertise that game. And there are a lot of games coming out, because we do have some dead space. Well, not yet, but we do have some time that games aren't coming out. So
Yeah.
there's definitely room for games.
I think the best was when the Yoshi stuff, and then the Capcom game got announced, and then the Final Fantasy stuff got announced, and they were just going like, "Oh, this was the direct," and Nintendo's mad, so they're just dropping this information.
The Twitter
Then,
direct.
yeah, then it was no, 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 no. Nintendo's getting this stuff out of the way because they have so much stuff to talk about that this is stuff that they just want to get off the plate so they don't waste time on it. And it's like, oh my, for the love of God, people, please stop. And you're making my brain hurt, man.
I
Like,
gotta
what
say,
is going on here?
Zelda 2 and Blaster Master, those are good games, man.
Dude, and that's the other thing that really, that, like, seriously, that's something that really fires me up too, is the fact of like people complaining that we got 2 games this month. But wait, you didn't complain when we got 5 last month and 4 the month before that. And like, what I mean? Like, stop, man. Like, it just feels like people are so spoiled
Yeah.
anymore.
It's like an
And it's like,
entitlement.
yeah. It's like, okay, you got 2 games. Pat doesn't like Zelda, but I tell you what, I'm super excited for Zelda 2. Like, legitimately excited. I plan to play it day one on my stream because I love that game. I think it's a fun game. It's not the greatest Zelda game of all time, but it's an enjoyable game for me. Blaster Master, when they put out Blaster Master Zero,
It's a
people
great game.
great how great that game was, and now you get to go back and play the original game and like just
If you have the Famicom, if you have the Japanese one, they are releasing an additional game on
Yes.
there. So there is technically 3,
Yeah.
but those are 2 heavy hitters. It's not like, random NES games. These are big games, I think.
Yeah. The Zelda game is a big game. The Zelda game is a game that could legitimately, if you've never played it before, dude, let me tell you what, it's a hard game. It's a hard game if you've never played it before. And that game could legitimately take you like a month, 2 months to beat if you've never
Wow.
played it before. Like, you could struggle with that game. Because what's tough about that game is you have lives in it. And if you die, you go all the way back to your last save and you struggle. Like, and especially when you get to temples and stuff, they're hard, man. Like, it's no joke. And the bosses, tough. Like, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but the final boss, dude, that he takes you some time. Like, some time.
When's the
It's
last time you played that game?
Last time I played and beat that game was when they put it out. I think when it hit the 3DS, whenever that was, and I
Oh, wow.
actually bought it and played it and beat it. But dude, hard, so
Yeah.
hard. Like, it's tough.
You guys, you saw the Yoshi Story trailer. Nothing
Mhm.
really new. We got Infinity Stones and
Pretty much. It feels like they're stealing a lot of Marvel stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it feels like World of Light is totally Thanos type stuff.
I'm
And
so
now
excited for this game, though.
for this game. Oh, dude, this game looks fantastic.
Mhm.
Okay, here. You want to piss me off, Nintendo? You did it. Why in the world does Nintendo of Japan get special editions, right, of the game with a plushie? And
Yep.
then, by the way, they actually have a pack that has every color plushie plus the game. Like, why
I'm
does
tempted,
Nintendo
Bobby.
of America,
I'm tempted,
dude?
Bob.
I'm telling you, like, my thing is like, Joe and I could just go to Nintendo New York and buy them if you want to. They have them there. I have the only color that I play with, the black one. I use the black one. I play Mario Kart, so I bought that one. I don't want a whole bunch, but I'm just saying, like, man, why? And then like, here's Joey Splats, right? Joey Splats was talking about like Nintendo or Super Mario Super Mario Brothers U
Yeah.
Deluxe. Dude, he got a pin, a keychain, like these caps for his, and a shirt. I think they got a T-shirt too. And it's like, guys,
Jeez.
no extra money. Like, how is this even remotely possible or fair? Like, I just
They had
can't-
Mario, Luigi,
please,
Toad, and
please get somebody here other than
The
Reggie.
marketing
Man.
is so weird because
Reggie needs to go, man. Reggie doesn't fight for us, man. Reggie don't fight for us.
It makes me wonder if
He comes on
like,
your stream and he fights you all the time, Joe. Joe goes on every day. I see Joe fighting Reggie to try to get collector's editions, and he doesn't let him win.
It's a constant battle.
It's a constant uphill battle. Oh my goodness!
I just don't understand it, honestly.
But yeah, no, it makes me wonder what, like, do they just think that's gonna help them sell more out there because they already know the U.S. market's gonna buy them? Like, I honestly don't know. I've always been curious about this because there's certain games that just like Europe doesn't get special editions of that we do, and it's just really weird.
Yeah.
Europe gets some really nice special editions.
Yeah, they do.
Seriously. Like, they got Bayonetta 1 and 2 in a box, both of them boxed. It's like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Man?
You give us those plushie bundles, we're gonna buy them up. I'm really tempted to get the all 10. It's like $200, dude.
Yeah, man.
200 US.
I thought about it. I thought about it for a second, and I was just like, no, I'll just go to New York and get them. But even so, like, well, New York, I think they're like $10 a piece.
Maybe. Probably 10 or 20 or something like that. That's usually where the plushie is.
Yeah, I think they're about $10 for the Yoshis because they're not big.
Unless you're a giant Pikachu.
Yeah, that's $5,000.
I hope they re-release the yarn ones. Those were awesome, man. I didn't get all of them.
Oh my god, there it is, Pat. You can't see it because this thing's blocking it. But just beyond, they're all there.
I see his little green head poking out.
That's the mega yarn, Yoshi, brother.
Yeah,
the mega
all
yarn.
in a bin.
No.
There they are. There they are.
That's an expensive bin. Those are going for big bucks now, man.
Oh yeah, dude. They're no joke.
The mega yarn out of the box is like $120. Nuts.
Out of box, 120?
Out of box, 120.
Get out of here. That's insane.
Pack you up, brother. You're going out. You're done.
I'll buy
insane. I bought my niece one of those, I think.
Poochie's like
when
60
they came out.
Out of box.
That's crazy. Like, I have them all. Jeez.
Yep. So there's definitely ones that like those probably won't get re-released unless they do it with this one. That's like my only hope. But
they'll be crafted amiibos.
The Labo amiibo. Come on.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's do it. But guys, that is episode 67. Thank you again for watching. We do this every Tuesday on my channel. We can also find this on iTunes, Google Play. You can check out Bobby on nintendoguru.com and joeafterwork.com. There's an extra tab with some photos of him, but you need to be a patron of it. No, I'm kidding. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week. Peace out.
Preston.